You're now going for this Capital One check worth $25,000, but it's not just the money, it is also that new lifeline, switch the question. Because if you get that, it breathes new energy into the game for you, okay?
Yes.
Are you ready to play?
Let's go.
All right, let's play. For $25,000, singer Janet Jackson is the youngest of how many children? 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm pretty sure there were 5 in the Jackson 5. Makes sense, you know. Didn't get here by my looks alone. But they had another brother in addition to that. And Janet has 2 sisters, Rebe and LaToya. So there were 5 brothers, an extra brother that subbed, I believe, for them, that wanted to be in, but his father wouldn't let him. So that would be Jackson 5.
You know way too
girls.
much.
You know. I'm not a big risk taker, but my father told me, go, have fun, whatever you leave with is more than you came with, and the experience alone has been worth it. And it might be a quiet car ride home back to New Jersey tonight, but I'm going to say 9. Jackson 5, extra brothers 6, and 3 girls is 9. Final answer.
It's not going to be a quiet car ride home. Erika, congratulations.
Thank
you have
you.
the new lifeline. Switch the question. That's so important right now because if you do run into a question you don't know the answer, we'll dump out of it, okay?
Okay.
Going for $50,000 here. Which of these famous works of art does not depict an entirely naked person? Birth of Venus, Michelangelo's David, Venus de Milo, Rodin's The Thinker. Does not depict an entirely naked person.
Venus de Milo, Birth of Venus. Oh, you're naked when you're born. Kind of hard otherwise. I'm going to say Venus de Milo. Final answer.
No, when you're born, sometimes you have cradle cap, but that's still naked. It is Venus de Milo. You have it. $1,000. Erika is 4 away from $1 million. We'll be right back with more Millionaire. We are back with Erika Travado, mom, homemaker, student from Newark, New Jersey. I'm so happy for you. You have $50,000, just 4 away from $1 million, going for $100,000. Again, you have the Lewis Lifeline, switch the question. If you don't know the answer, switch out of it.
Okay.
Are you ready to play?
Let's go.
Okay, let's play. For $100,000. Located at the rear of the brain, the occipital lobe is responsible for what higher brain function? Muscle control, visual perception, speech, short-term memory.
Took biology over the summer, but this is one thing I did not retain, unfortunately. Higher brain function. I know if you get hit in the back of the head, you can suffer from amnesia. So I'm tempted to say short-term memory, but it's a lot of money to lose. So let's switch this question out with a new one.
You want to switch out?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what the correct answer is first, computer. Visual perception. It's a good thing you decided to switch out.
Okay.
But we're not going to do that today because the horn means that we have to continue our game tomorrow with a new $100,000 question. So you're going to have to wait until then. From New York, everyone. Bye-bye.
Closed captioning sponsored by
Hello and welcome to Millionaire. Thank you. I am Erika, back with Erika Gravato, a full-time student, mom of a 2-year-old named Veronica, and wife of Dino, who is cheering her on so they win enough money for their dream home. Welcome to both of you. So good to have you here. Now, Erika, yesterday we were on the $50,000 question. You didn't know the answer. You asked us to switch out, which we did, but we left you hanging. We didn't show you the new question. So when you went home, were you ready to kill me or what? I mean, because that's a lot to have to think about.
Well, I mean, obviously you're not going to show me the question, so I can go look up the answer.
Right.
But I was actually kicking myself because I knew the answer to the question that I switched out.
Well, what? You mean you figured out that you knew it?
As I was walking out of the studio, I just kind of did one of these and realized that I knew the answer.
That
but
was
it's
about the
okay.
occipital lobe, right?
Occipital lobe.
At the base of the brain and what it controls and all of that.
Yep.
So it was like a brain fart that you had essentially in that moment?
brain fart, blonde
Whatever.
moment, who knows?
Yeah,
you
blonde
know.
moment. Yeah.
But today's a new day, so
Yeah.
new question. And
Since I dyed my hair, I have blonde moments too, you know. I used to just be brunette. So what'd you do last night? Because I was worried you might study. I always say don't do that.
I didn't
Good.
do that. I had a book of trivia with me, but I didn't even open it.
Good.
I went out to dinner with Dino and my mother here in the city, and then I spent a little bit of time with my phone a friend who I phoned yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who got the question right?
Yes.
So that was very good. Well, as I said, when we left you yesterday, you were at 50,000, decided to switch out the question, so all the lifelines are gone.
Yes.
You are now 4 away from the million. Before I show you that question, I just want to show you this check for $1 million, Capital One check with your name on it for inspiration, okay? Are you ready to play?
Let's go.
Audience all set to play? All right, then let's play Millionaire. Erika, I'm going to ask the computer to please put up another question worth $100,000. Here you go. During World War II, what did citizens of occupied Norway wear as a symbol of resistance? Safety pins, small ribbons, paper clips, rubber bands.
I was so afraid a history question was going to come up.
Not your specialty.
Nope, not at all.
Well, you said, you know, that you didn't think long enough on the other one. And
No, but
so
I
maybe
don't think any amount of thinking on this one
it's going to help.
is going to help. I would be so afraid that I was just pulling something out of thin air. Nothing even looks familiar, and I told myself that if the question came up and I didn't know the answer before the 4 choices came up, that I was going to call it quits. And that's what I'm going to do. It's my final answer.
Well, $50,000 is going to help you get that new home. I'm going to miss you. Let's see what the answer is. There are paper clips. That's pretty obscure. You were wonderful. Enjoy your money.
Thank you.
Good luck to you and your family. Thank you.